next team I have, and it's probably the best team here on this list, is the Indiana Pacers, the team that was in the Eastern Conference Finals this past year. These are the 2 points I have for them to, I guess, remain contenders, because technically they were in contention for an NBA championship last year, even though they got swept. But Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam become a top tier duo. They're the leaders of the team. Tyrese Halliburton and Siakam, both all-star caliber players. Siakam's a former champ, so he knows, what it takes to get it done. He's been on a handful of good teams throughout his career. I think now, with a full off season together, they got some games under their belt last year, but I think going into the season, another year together, chemistry is better. I think they need to become a top tier duo to remain in that contention. And the second one I have is, unfortunately, some things need to go wrong out in the Eastern Conference, like they did this year. Like what the New York Knicks being injured and stuff, because if the Knicks weren't injured, if OG was playing, if Brunson was 100%, no offense, Pacers fans, but you would not have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They also played the Bucks first round, who didn't have Giannis or Lillard. So, hey, listen, they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They played who was in front of them, and they won, and they got there. All credit to them. But if they went up against those teams healthy, I can't confidently say they would have made it as far. But regardless, I think if they want to, make a run again and do all that, I really do think it comes down to what happens to the other teams out east and their schedule and who they'd have to play in the playoffs, all that stuff. I think they're a playoff team, 100%.
Yeah.
But how far they go in the postseason depends on a few factors out east. So those are my 2 points.
Yeah, I think point number one is I'm going to add to it. I don't necessarily disagree with it because, Tyrese is a young, budding superstar in the league, led the league in assists last year. Pascal just seems like this perfect complementary piece that could probably play alongside any all-star in the league right now today, honestly. But I'm going to put more onus and responsibility on the Ben Shepherds, on Benedict Mathurin, who didn't play, for a bulk of any of the postseason because he had the shoulder issue.
Mm-hmm.
And that could have been a big difference maker in a lot, even the games against Boston. Like, I know they lost terribly in that series, but there were some games that were close, including game 1, which took a Jaylen Brown.
I mean, they had a few games where they were up late and the Celtics just ended up pulling it out. I mean, they were one Jaylen Brown corner 3 away from taking game one. So
yeah. I just think getting a step up from those role players and some of the young guys, like we didn't see a lot of Jarris Walker last year because Obi Toppin came in and played well. So that was kind of like whatever. But I think getting a lot of these young guys involved, them taking a step up, Miles Turner taking another step up this year as a 3-and-D center, I'm going to put more onus on those guys to step their game up because I know what to expect.
You know what you're getting out of Halliburton and Siakam. It's what you're getting out of the other pieces.
The other guys got to step up to actually make them scary. Yeah, but that's the thing going wrong in any conference. Just like the healthy thing or even being patient for a lot of these teams, I think that's kind of like a no-brainer. Like when you're not the favorites, like for have the Pacers wouldn't be come out whenever the Eastern Conference Finals odds come out to go to the finals. I'm sure the Pacers will be in the probably
top 5,
fifth.
top 6,
maybe 5th or 6th, right? Because we're gonna take Boston, Milwaukee, Philly, New York as like the automatic 4.
Easy.
And we could argue about the 5th spot. Maybe it is the Pacers, but maybe it could be. I'm blanking on names. I don't know.
I'm blanking on Magic, Cleveland.
One of those 2 teams, or something like that. So
right.
A little bit of luck is always needed on your way to the journey. So